You've felt it, haven't you? That strange feeling, when you want to turn the page, but something is stopping you. Everyone tells you, move on. But your heart whispers, wait a little longer. What if it wasn't just an attachment? What if it wasn't a weakness, but a message, a sign, a confirmation, a direction that Allah is sending you, but that you ignore? It's no coincidence that you're watching this video now, and you'll quickly understand why. One, an invisible connection you don't yet understand. Imagine a deserted road at dusk, where the wind dances gently with the falling leaves. You walk alone, each step carried with a familiar heaviness, as if your feet carried a secret your mind still refuses to reveal. But behind you, a footprint. Not a clear, bright, easy-to-follow trail. No, a blurred footprint, sometimes faded, sometimes so present that your heart stops for a moment, caught in a suspended breath. It is not close enough to make you stumble, nor far enough to fade into oblivion. This footprint is a whisper from Allah, an invisible thread connecting your soul to another, beyond the visible, beyond time. There are beings that the Most High places on your path, not for a simple stopover, nor for a passing trial. They are not visitors, but silent witnesses of your inner quest. They are not there for you to learn to forget them, nor for you to burn their memories in the flames of indifference. They are there like a mirror, but not an ordinary mirror. A mirror that reflects your essence, your shattered fragments, your scars that you hide even from yourself. This mirror follows you, even when you think you've fled. When you look away, tired of this reflection that is too deep, too true. It follows you, faithful to the wisdom of Allah, patient, like an invitation to finally look at yourself without fear, to recognize yourself in what you preferred to deny. Sometimes you think it's a chain binding you to the past. But it's not a chain. It's a soft, fragile light waiting for you in the darkness of your journey. It is Allah who reminds you that some connections never fade, because they carry a sacred mission, a healing, a rebirth, a passage to a version of yourself you haven't yet dared to imagine. And in this bond, there is a power beyond human comprehension, a wisdom that doesn't require you to understand everything now, but rather that you accept this presence, this tashkis, this imprint as a sign that you are not alone, that the destiny you seek to fit is in reality the one you are called to embrace. Do you feel this weight on your heart, this silent presence? It is the voice of Allah speaking to your soul. Through this person, this connection, this story that you thought you could abandon. What if this mirror you are fleeing was actually the key to your liberation? 2. Why your heart resists forgetting you've tried everything. Really. You've cut ties, banished memories, extinguished the flames in your prayers. You've silently begged Allah on nights when the world's weariness weighed on your shoulders. You've asked again and again for it to be over. You told yourself it was peace you needed, that it was wisdom to let go, to turn the page. You even convinced yourself that this was what Allah wanted from you. But there you are. Your heart won't follow. It refuses. It resists. It's not because you're weak, far from it. It's not a whim of a lost soul. No. Your heart knows. It knows what your reason refuses to understand. This person, she's not a mere memory. She carries a key, a hidden key, buried in the folds of time that only your heart can grasp. This key opens the door to a version of yourself you have not yet encountered. A stronger, more complete version, closer to what your Creator intended. This resistance, this pain that grips you when you think of him, of her, it is not an unhealthy attachment, nor a spiritual weakness. It is a divine connection, a connection you have not yet deciphered. Because sometimes Allah attaches us to souls, not so that we get lost, but so that we can find who we truly are. This pain, this inner struggle, it is a sign that this bond is a passage, a path, a sacred secret that your heart jealously guards, and He waits. Do you feel this struggle within you? This tug of war between reason and this whisper deep within your soul? It's not a mistake. It's a calling. 3. What if this connection had a purpose you're still unaware of? What if this connection you're desperate to forget wasn't a test meant to break you? What if it wasn't a trial to overcome, but a silent answer from heaven? You asked for signs. You raised your hands in supplication, seeking clarity. You waited, hoping the confusion would dissipate. But what do you do when the answer doesn't come in the form you imagined? When it's not a fire, but a presence? This person. Not perfect. Not ready. Perhaps even imperfect in your eyes. And yet, chosen. You ask yourself, why her? Why now? But maybe that's not the question. Maybe it's not up to you to decide when to cut. It's not up to you to draw the boundaries of destiny. What if your role weren't to force the end, but to wait patiently, to wait with faith, to wait without losing confidence in Allah's wisdom? What if the real test were to accept this suspended time, this space between wanting and letting go? This in-between where everything seems vague, but where Allah invites you to trust fully in Him alone, unconditionally. So, are you ready to take this step? 4. When Allah binds two hearts beyond time, there are souls that touch each other even before words escape. Souls that recognize each other in silence, in this meaningful calm where words become superfluous. These souls meet in a timeless space, where hours fade, where distances can do nothing to bridge this invisible bond. Sometimes the paths separate. They drift apart, stretch out, drift further apart. But they never lose each other. For it is not the end that matters, but the patience of the one who knows how to wait. Sometimes it is not the time to gather the broken shards, but to keep the door ajar, fragile, just enough for the breath of destiny to pass through. For when Allah unites two hearts, the tumult of the world can disperse them, pull them apart, test them. But His infinite wisdom, His secret light, will bring them back when they have learned the essential, learning to love with Him at the center. 5. It's not over. It's not meant to be. You're looking for confirmation, a clear sign, an undeniable message, proof that leaves no room for doubt. But what if I told you you've already received 1,000? In that held breath, in the dead of night, in those dreams that come back to haunt you gently, in that inexplicable feeling that seizes you without warning, that strange, almost painful peace that envelops you when you think of him, of her. It's not a game, nor a coincidence. Allah does not play with the hearts He chooses to keep alive within you. If He maintains this presence in your soul, it's not a mistake. It's a direction. An invisible, delicate thread, carefully stretched between you. A thread you are not meant to cut, but to hold gently, cautiously. Not with obsession, not with soul-wrenching despair, but with tawakkul, with that deep trust, the one that relies not on what you see, but on what you feel deep within. You don't have to chase after answers. You don't have to force what must come in its time. You just have to stay. To stay in that sacred patience, in that blessed waiting that always precedes miracles. For this bond, this presence, is not an end. It's not meant to be. Sometimes, divine guidance doesn't come in words. It comes in the form of feeling, of inner persistence, of that person you can't erase, because they're not meant to disappear. So listen carefully. If your heart isn't ready to let go yet, maybe it's not the time to let go. Don't try to understand everything right now. Seek to trust. Subscribe if this video spoke to you as if it were meant for you. Leave a comment with just one word, "I understand," and share it with someone who might need to hear that it's not over.